This turtle won't leave my female Diamondback Terrapin alone. He needs to stop. This poor turtle is constantly being harassed by him. He's always trying to mate with her.
I just don't know what to do.
Oh. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to the pet shop. I gotta go get a brand new turtle.
A snapping turtle.
I'm at the pet shop and they have an adult turtle, so it's perfect. They said somebody surrendered it, so I might as well get it for my pond. They said it's some kind of yellow-bellied slider, hybrid or something. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to get this turtle out of this little tank and give it a new home. Here you are. You got your new home. This turtle's pretty cool. I really like the orange on its shell. Little stunner. Let's give you your much-needed upgrade from that little fish tank to this 300-gallon pond. Here you go.
All right, so the new turtle is settled in now. We're gonna feed these turtles, and then I want to show you guys how I clean these filters. You can see that this is not flowing at max capacity, and that's just because it's all caught up with some junk. Same with this one, and I'll show you an easy way to clean the filters. And I'm just going to talk about what I do with my filters. Some people change like the foam and stuff every time they clean the filter. I do not. I usually just rinse it out, and then I only replace it when need be. We have the new turtle hiding back there. She's still a little skittish, which is understandable, but she's really cool. Such cool coloration. If she doesn't come out from this hiding spot in a couple minutes, I'll pull her out so you can really see her shell. But she's got a really cool looking shell. Before I go ahead and clean the filters, I'm gonna throw this Insta360 Ace Pro 2 underwater, and I'll show you the new turtle because she's still hiding.
All the turtles are getting acquainted, and I think this turtle is a perfect addition for this pond, and it's going to help the Diamondback Terrapin not be harassed so often, and I think it's a good thing.
I just pulled her out. Here she is. She's still real scared of me, but beautiful orange coloration on her shell. Really cool turtle. At the pet shop, they said that it's a yellow-bellied slider, which I agree with, but I kind of feel like it might be mixed with something else. If you guys think so, let me know. But yeah, really cool turtle. They think she's a female. I'm not sure yet. I feel like she might be too. That kind of looks like a male to me, but they were telling me it's a female, but that big tail makes me think male. So I guess I'll, for now, call it a him. Here you go. So to get this DIY pond filter I built flowing, we're just gonna check. And right up here, you can see I have some filter floss that's just all backed up. So I'm just gonna bring it over here, toss it, and then I'm gonna rinse it. And you can also see the water flow coming out of that is very weak. So that tells me that the problem is down at the pump. So I'm gonna reach down, pull up the pump, try to diagnose and figure out exactly what the problem is. Yep, my guess was right. It's filled with leaves and the turtle scoots. I really got to get something to cover this part up so the pump could work at full capacity. But yeah, I might go get a tool to get all this stuff out. I'm just gonna use a little plastic fork end and try to get this stuff out. But I'm gonna order something to cover this part because it used to be covered and the part fell off and I can't find it. So just gonna get as much of this junk out as I can, and we'll be good to go. All right, we got most of the junk out. I'm gonna drop it back in and check the flow. And look at that. That's how it should be coming out. So I'm gonna put this right back up here for now. And we're just gonna take this filter floss in this little baggie and just get all the stuff off of it. It's mostly just like algae and stuff like that, but also obviously some turtle waste. But the good thing is, if you keep up with your filters and make sure this stuff is always clean, you don't have to do as frequent water changes. I usually do a water change on my big pond maybe once a month. And I just kind of eyeball it, and if it looks like it needs a water change, I'll do it twice a month, but typically it's just once a month. And then I'll just grab this, flip it over, get the other side. Yeah, you can see all that stuff is just coming right off. And this filter floss, you know, I'll eventually replace, but what I'm saying is you don't really need to change this every single time you clean a filter. Eventually it'll get worn down, but for now it's good. All right, let's throw this back in the filter. And you guys can see the water spills right out and has to go through the filter floss, then through all these pebbles, and the pebbles get more fine as it goes down, so it's pretty much a perfect DIY filtration system for this pond. The pothos up there is also helping keep the water clean. Now let's move on to this filter. See, this should be shooting out way further, so we're just gonna take the filter out and repeat the steps, spray everything off, and throw it back in there for these turtles. Okay, let's grab this big filter. It's covered in algae. It's about overdue for a nice cleaning. Okay. Yeah, this thing is caked in algae. Okay. Yeah, this is overdue. I should have done this more recently, but you can see the nastiness, turtle waste, and algae. First things first, let's rinse off the sponges. Oh yeah, look at all that grime coming off. And we'll flip them over. Do the same thing. And also we got to rinse off the media right here. All right, now I'm going to clean out and rinse out the container part of the filter. So I'm just going to kind of put this back on, tilt it over, and we'll get all that nasty, grimy water out. So I'm just going to run the clean water through until all that stuff is out. There we go, nice and clean. These turtles are going to be refreshed. And then next weekend, I'll do a full water change on that pond, and they'll be good to go. But you can see the water's much more clear than it was, but I still want to get all those little particles out. There we go. All that algae. Just clean it the best you can. Then we'll give the filter one more rinse. Just want to loosen up all this extra algae. Okay. All right, let's put this in right where it was. Actually, wait a second. I see some stuff I can clean. Sometimes I just use this little fish net to kind of clean, but I see there's a bunch of stuff that built up under the filter, and mostly they're scoots and leaves and stuff. So I'm just gonna scoop as many of those as I can out. Show you guys. There's a nice little pile of stuff over here too. And doing maintenance like this is really beneficial because you don't have to do as many water changes. And you know, it's just good to keep your turtle's water nice and clean and clear. It's kind of like having a swimming pool, but I always keep stuff from falling in it. But yeah, look at all that, guys. Nasty. Let's go dump it over here. All right, now it's time to return the filter to its rightful spot. Here you go. Right in between these bricks, so the turtles don't really move it. Actually, I gotta turn it around. We need the wire facing the outlet. Just makes everything easier. Okay. These turtles are nosy. They're always saying, what's going on? You got more food or what? There we go. Good flow. Perfect. I want to fix up this tube so it's not hanging all over the, there we go. Tuck it back there. Got to clean off a little bit more algae over here. There's a lot of algae in the mouth of this filter, so I just don't really like the way it looks. It doesn't do anything bad for the turtles. I just don't like seeing too much algae built up, but algae's perfectly fine. It grows in their ponds where they're from. But yeah, this stuff's not even coming off. That's okay though. But I wanted more turtles in here because the Belize Slider is constantly harassing the female terrapin, and this kind of just breaks it up. So there's not just two turtles in here. So it will lose focus on one, chase the other, and then maybe this one will chase that one around. But it's been working. He's been leaving the terrapin alone, which is great news. All right, the filters are clean. They're flowing good. I got the third turtle to break up the harassment from the Belize Slider, and everything's going good. I actually might get a couple more turtles for this pond. But thank you guys for watching Tommy's Reptiles. Say Pongo, say bye.